Just a sec. Damn it. All right. I'm eating. You're damn right I'm eating. I don't regret it either. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me know in the chat. Whew, that was exhausting. I'm literally sweating because I've been running around. So, I haven't seen another human being that I know, and I haven't had like an interaction with another human being that I know in like a week now, because my family's gone and then I was in LA. So, that's why I'm doing this, because I'm lonely and I'm bored. Sean and I were supposed to shoot today, and it didn't happen. Sean had some stuff come up, so here I am, just for the shit of it. I will probably kill this because Sean's not here, and I'm mad at him, so that's kind of what he gets. Let's see. Probably just do a little Q&A session while we kill a few bottles. I have to leave my house tonight at 10 p.m. to drive to Grand Rapids to pick up my wife and child from the airport because they went to Texas while I went to LA. So I got back in Detroit yesterday, drove 2.5 hours up here, and now tonight at 10, they get in at midnight. So I got to drive over there and then drive back. So I need something to entertain me. I need to talk to other human beings, and I need to be awake. This is how we're handling it. Sean says Sean's gonna be in chat talking about how he's got other shit going on. Listen, I don't feel bad. Get your shit together. You know what I mean? Let's see, dude. What's up, Mike? What is up, Chad? What's up, Chris from Bourbon Sane? Hello, Linux Cat. If you haven't checked out Bourbon Sane's channel, his name's Chris. Go check it out. He does a good job. It seems, I could be wrong, it seems like he's getting more into like the backstories and like the educational sides of some of these whiskeys and stuff. So if you're looking for that information, that's a good place to go. Him and Mash and Drum are hitting that pretty hard right now and doing a good job. So, Andy Thomas, did Jefferson's discontinue Groth finish? So this is one of Sean's favorite whiskeys he's ever had in his life. That being said, I mean, listen, I bought him one. He got a new house and I bought him one. All right, it's not a big deal. Let me get this, let me get my chat stuff up here so I can see what's going on. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so this is one of Sean's favorite bootles ever. He got a new house with his girlfriend, and I found I hunted one down, and I got it for him as a gift. And I keep telling him, hey man, you should probably kill this bottle, because it's probably been around that level for a year? I don't know, forever. Probably damn near forever for real. So this is a 2015. May 2015. Wow, 4 years. This is we didn't have it in 2015, I don't think, but we haven't had it open for 4 years, I know that, but this bottle is 4 years old. What's going on, Richie? It's finished in Sauvignon, which is a form of wine. You know what? Oh, okay. There might have been chunks. I'm not sure on that one. Let's see what the fuck's going on. You guys gonna come to the Southern Whiskey Society event in August near Nashville? Okay, so I don't think we've talked about it, but basically what's happening is my wife is having a child. She is with child, as some say. So that means she's due in October, the end of it. We really want to go to the Whiskey Tribe event. Excuse me. But that is in, they haven't released a date for that yet. I think that's October, sorry. I think they said like beginning of October. I don't know if they haven't set the date, so we're kind of planning on going to that if we can. Kind of depends on Ricky's pregnancy and how that's going, where she's at. Our first son was 2 weeks late, so if that's the case, then I'll have time to go to the Whiskey Tribe event in October. But yeah, we're kind of to a point where that's the main thing we want to go to is that one, is the one in October for the Whiskey Tribe in Texas. Now, I Whiskey She Wines mentioned another one to us, and you just mentioned that Southern Whiskey one. I don't know I'm not sure if those are the same, if that's the one I Whiskey She Wines mentioned. But if at some point we know we can't go to the Whiskey Tribe one, then we'll go to another like big one somewhere down south. So we'll be at a whiskey event at some point this year before my child is born, probably. So. No, man, I was just gonna chug this out of the bottle because Sean was in here. Just to break his little heart. Maybe probably still will. But August 3rd is that one? Okay. So August is obviously a lot safer month for me to travel in relation to my wife and the new child. So what time is it? It is 6 o'clock. All right, 6:11. What is up, Carly Letts? Thanks for being here. I just felt like hanging out, and I felt like this is probably the best way to do it. So, I just decided, I put up a bunch of new shelves. I put up 5 new shelves. There's some pictures on Instagram that don't do it justice, but put up 5 new shelves, and because we needed more room, and Sean didn't do it while I was gone, so I decided to do it. And then what happened was, like, I'm realizing we still don't have more shelves. I just put up another rye shelf like 2 weeks ago. We don't have any more room for ryes. I have like a cabinet full of bourbon, and then these shelves full of bourbon. And so I'm like, we got to start getting rid of like we open stuff and when we don't finish it. So these were 3 that I picked. I don't know if I'll finish this. This needs to be finished. This bottle's very old. These are 3 bottles that I figured I could probably get through and need to be finished because they've been open and low forever. Linux Cat says, Dan, send what you can't handle to me. Listen. Oh, I'm glad you said that. I need to send the Restillery, who just did our lamp for our Patreon giveaway. We posted the results of that on an Instagram video on our story like 2 weeks ago, I think. Brandon won that. Brandon Spragu, he won. So that he's getting the Pappy 23 lamp with the 2 Glens. But he said to me the other day, he has never had, the guy who runs it, has never had Poor Man's Pappy. So I poured some Poor Man's Pappy. It's somewhere around here in a sample bottle. I need to ship that out. I'm glad that you said that. Also, for the few people in here, caught it, dude, NFL. Here are 3 coins we have left. These are it. This is all we have left. We're not going to make these same coins ever again. So this was our first run. This might be the only metal run we ever do. Not sure on that. The next ones might be ceramic. But yeah, so we have 3, 5, and 37 left. I'm shipping 9 coins out on Monday. So if you want these or one of these, let me know and pay me before Monday, and I will get this shipped out to you. Like I said, these are the last 3 we will do with this design. So let's put it this way. How about this? DM me on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, PayPal me $10 to shook1db@gmail.com with your address and your name, and I will ship it to you on Monday if you want one. There are 3 left, so I will keep track of my phone. What's up, Patrick? Yeah, this is just completely random, man. It wasn't planned. I didn't have anything going on, and I need to, like, I don't know, not get super tired before 10 o'clock, so I decided to hang out. Haven't talked to people in a while. We didn't live stream last week because I was gone. We'll live stream Tuesday still. That's the plan, me and Sean. So that will still be happening, but I figured I didn't have anything going on, so why not chill with you guys? So what is going on, Expel? Hello, Blanton's Bay. I saw you had a red spot option poll. Is it a poll thing up today? And I hope you drank Red Spot over Blanton's. I hope you did it. Unless it was gold or straight from the barrel. But if it was normal Blanton's, I hope you picked Red Spot. What is up, Pressman? Cheers. Cheers to everybody that just popped in. Chris from Bourbon saying their place is haunted as shit, dude. That vacuum thing just fell over. Chris, I have a coin for you set aside. These are the last 3 I'm selling. I think I have 2 set aside for iWhiskey She Wines, 1 set aside for you, Chris, and then I have a couple other ones set aside. I put the PayPal address in chat. If you want a coin, PayPal me $10 to that address. I'll ship it out on Monday. There's a 3, 5, and 37 left. First 3 get them. That's how it's gonna go. I need your name and your address. So. Okay, all right. You don't drink regular Blanton's. I get it, because I don't really either. So I would rather drink our store pick than our regular, which I know is pretty common for most things, but I don't love regular Blanton's. I think that it's just kind of meh, you know? Just whatever at this point. And it's too damn expensive. If you have any left after Monday, I'll take one. Always gold, silver, or straight from the barrel. Haven't had silver. For some reason in my head I read that and thought green, and I'm not. Like, green's just one of the ones I'm not even interested in. I know it's their special reserve. It's like they're 80 proof, and it's so funny how hard it is to get here, the green one, because it's supposed to be like the special reserve of the Weller line, basically. So I don't know anything about the silver. I bought a bottle last year and was really let down. It was whatever. Expelled. That's kind of the thing with Blanton's is it's one of the best marketed bottles of whiskey on the planet. Like, I think it might be Buffalo Trace's best selling whiskey. I'm trying to think what else it would be. I don't know. Blanton's is like, it was like, I think last 2018 or early 2019, it was the most Googled whiskey on the planet for a while. It's the bottle shape. It's the fact that they put like the dates, the barrel dates, the bottling dates, or I'm sorry, not the barrel dates, but the bottling dates on it. People like the cork with like the horses on it. The fact that they put a different letter on every cork, like the marketing that's set behind Blanton's is insane. They spend a lot of time marketing that or creating that bottle in a sense in which it would be easy to market. It used to be one of those bottles that you wanted to get your boss like a fancy whiskey, and the bottle shape is so different and drastic that it used to be like $55 or whatever, 50 to 65 we'll call it. So you wanted to get your boss a whiskey for Christmas or Boss's Day or something, and it was like, oh, look at this super fancy cool bottle. That's exactly how, like, I mean, they plan it this way. Buffalo Trace is absolutely incredible at marketing. They just are. That is damn near their thing. I can send you some silver. That would be awesome. You don't have to do it right away, but that would be cool. I've never even seen it with my own 2 eyes. I don't know anything about it, so yeah, if you want to do that, that is much appreciated. That would be great. What is up, OG Brick 420? I think Bourbon Sane said it best with the 1920 being the gold standard of $60 whiskey. Dude, I don't think he took it from me, but he might have taken that from me. I've said that so many fucking times, but we've never done a review of 1920 alone. Fuck. He might have, damn it, he might have taken it. You son of a bitch. Not really, man. Chris is awesome. What the fuck do we got going on? Linux Cat says PayPal sent. Got it. Okay, hold on. Actually, 1 second. If my phone will unlock. I got 2. We have 1 coin left. 2 of these have been paid for. There's 1 coin left. $10 for that last coin. It will be shipped out Monday. All right, they might be. I got from Donnie and Pat. I won't give out last names. That's who I have money from. All right, what do we have going on? People passing on Blanton's. Listen, I pass on Blanton's all the time because so here's the thing. Like 6 or 7 months ago, there were some sitting in like this random liquor store that nobody goes to, that doesn't have like a lot of whiskey generally or bourbon. I found an Elmer T. Lee there once for $40. But the thing is they sell almost all their stuff at state minimum. Like almost everything there is state minimum all the time. I stop in there every once in a while and just look around because I found that Elmer T. Lee. One day I went in, they just had 6 Blantons sitting on the shelf. She's like, we got that like 2 weeks ago. I think it was $60, $59.99 or $64.99, one of those two. So I bought 2 of them because you couldn't find them up here. I opened the one, I remembered how meh I was on Blantons. And then I got a store pick over in Bay City that is also, it's good, but it was not worth $90, which is what they sold it for, which they didn't tell me on the phone. So I drove all the way there, put it on the counter, and they were holding it for me, so they set it on the counter. And then they rang me up and they're like, $95. I'm like, excuse me? So, unfortunately, I had 3 Blantons of the normal ones, so my buddy needed one the other day, and so I just sold it to him for the $65 that I paid for it. So I have an open ones and an open store pick right now, and I just don't drink the open ones, so I just pass up the ones on the shelves for sure. What do we got here? All right. Blanton's is Diamond Dozen in Ontario, but I would rather see them. Okay, now, Blanton's is the worst mash bill 2 outside of Ancient Age, in my opinion. Rock Hill's better almost all the time. This year's we didn't like, but Rock Hill's, or 2018 we didn't like, but Rock Hill's better. Elmer's way better. Elmer's special to me though. Okay, Hancock's Reserve might not be better than Blanton's. There you go. The Mash Bill 2 Stepchild that you can't find anywhere that they don't put on their website, that one might be not as good as Blanton's. Having some Buffalo Trace, Patrick. All right, thank you for buying the coins. Thank you for the support. We're gonna do another round. Like I said, they'll probably be ceramic. It'll be a way bigger run. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be like round 2. Let's call it that. Let's see what we got. My wife and I did not care for Old Forester 1910 or the 1920. That's super interesting because those two are drastically different things. That's really interesting. What didn't you like about the 1910 or 20? The 10 is one of my favorite whiskeys on the planet. And the 20 is what I consider to be the best value in whiskey, of unallocated whiskey, of like all time. Let's see. I had to move my chat window. Let me catch back up for 1 second here. Having some Buffalo Trace. Cheers. Cheers, OG Brick. You know what? I'm going to drink some of this Fighting Cock that is probably 14 years old. The bottle, not the whiskey. I wonder if there's a laser coat on it somewhere. Here it is. 16. Probably bottle from 2016. Oh, I think there was a chunk in it when I poured it. I could be wrong. Set it right there for right now. Bourbon saying, Chris says you can have the credit if you want. Your ego's not that big. Listen, my ego's not that big. I had to give you shit though. It's so funny because what I usually say about Old Forester 1920 is I usually say Old Forester 1920 is God's gift to people who like bourbon because Old Forester, it's Old Forester's gift, but it's unallocated. It's like $60. I heard Mash and Drum say it's like $70 around him now, which is kind of a bummer. That's not Old Forester marking up. That's stores at this point. It's usually readily available most states. I won't say every store, but most states. And usually, if people order, like if your store's willing to order whiskey for you, if they'll order it, they can usually get it. That's why I say that's so good. I just had to give you shit, Chris. What's up? DJ Beacon is here. DJ Beacon. I'm pretty sure we have I got a list on my phone, dude, and it's long. I leave for a week, and then, I try to rely on Sean, and everybody knows how that goes probably, so I have a lot of stuff to do. We got to send you a sample at some point. I know we have to. Beacon's on a Buffalo Trace store pick, too. That's 2 people with Buffalo Trace right now. Gotta go with that Elmer T. Lee. Listen, man, you literally have to. Elmer T. Lee I would pay $80 for a bottle of El Martili right now. And I would bitch about it, but I would pay $80 for El Martili right now. I will not pay secondary for it. It's like $150 right now. Rock Hill isn't necessarily an annual release, but it's released in batches. So there's, I think, like 2 batches in 2018, and I think there's like 2 batches every year, I think. But because it is a single barrel, it's released in batches. It's not like it doesn't seem to be a continuous release. We did mash bill. No, mash bill 2 is high rye, which is between like 10 and 15%. Most people think it's like 12. Buffalo Trace's weeded mash bill would be like the Weller line. So what else? What else is weeded from Buffalo Trace? Pappy's, duh. Okay, this is my first time, guys. What do we have here? Oh shit! Oh shit! We got our first super chat. Oh my gosh! I'm so happy Sean's not here to experience this with me. All right, Mike M. Dude, I saw the blue, and my mind just went, "That's a weird looking window, right?" So we just hit 1K subs. We'll come up with like something to do when you super chat us, but we just hit 1K subs. Thank you to everybody. My goal when we started the channel was to hit 1K subs within a year. We did that. So I'm very happy that we did that. It makes me feel very good on the inside for some reason. And because of that, we can enable super chat in live streams now. Our live streams aren't monetized. They'll never be monetized due to the nature of it. I don't know if that's the right word. The vulgarity of it. I think that's a real word. Yeah. We don't need to get in trouble with YouTube, but we're here. It's live. Just kind of like, it's supposed to be like hanging out, right? Like this is what it would be like if you're chilling with us somewhere. So yeah, we're not going to monetize these. So super chat is enabled. Mike, you are our first super chat. Thank you so much, dude. That's super fucking cool. We appreciate the support for real. All right. Holy shit, Mike. I almost missed it, dude. I was scrolling up and down. Oh, shit. Okay. Linux Cat said, I did not like the Statesman. So here's the thing. A lot of people don't like Statesman. I'm trying to catch up in chat. I'm sorry this is taking longer than you probably want it to. I like Statesman. I like Old Forester, though. Like all of them. All the Old Foresters I like. But if you don't like Statesman and you don't like 1920, in my head I'd be like, you don't like Old Forester products probably. And then 1910 came out. In 1910, a lot of people don't like Statesman, so that's not just you. But then 1910 came out and it was like, holy shit, this is a completely different experience than all of the rest of the Whiskey Row. Everything else that they make, realistically, outside of like a birthday bourbon, it's still different than birthday bourbon, but that also kind of stands alone. So 1910 is such a wild variation of all their other whiskeys. I would expect more people to like it that don't like Old Forester products. Bland's Base says, I love Old Forester, the Series Row 1800s are fire. I like the Bottled and Bond a lot. For me, in my head, with bias and with how I think things taste, it goes 1910, 1920, but those two are pretty much tied for me. I like those two for very different reasons. Then it goes the Bottled and Bond, which is the 1897, and then the 1870, and then the 100 proof and the 86. It depends on the day. Both of those are great. Two of the best values in whiskey. Period. DJ Beacon says chunks are good. So here's the thing. These chunks, it's not like char. I don't see them. It just glugged weird, I guess. I haven't even drank once. Dude, Mike M. You know what? This is for you. I hope Sean comes back and watches this. Mike M. Thank you for the super chat. You're the best. First drink of the night is a big one. All right, cool. I think there's something about the Old Forester, maybe the yeast strain. I don't know. They had a flavor we did not care for, licorice. So that's one of Old Forester's things is the yeast strain. Like one of their proprietary parts of their company and their whiskey is the yeast strain. It's used across their entire line. That very well could be it. It's even used in their rye. You should try their rye and see if you hate their rye. Maybe try it blind if you can. Like try it without the assumption that you're not gonna like it. Because it's not super rye. So it might be worth giving their Old Forester rye, the 100 proof rye, a shot and seeing if you like that, because that's readily available and cheap as well. If you don't like the rye, you don't like Statesman 1910 or 20, you probably are safe bet that you're really not a fan of Old Forester products. What is going on, Matthew Devine? Bourbon's saying, I've been looking for Elmer T. Lee since I started into the bourbon. Still can't find one. If anybody has a connection getting a bottle, let me know. Dude, I don't have a connection. I have a 3/4 full bottle of tainted Elmer T. Lee. It's one of the saddest things ever. In a really old video, Sean actually picked it out of a lineup of like, I think I poured, you'd have to go back and watch it. I don't even know what video it is. I know it's ancient. I believe I poured like 20 whiskeys, 16 whiskeys, something across the table in random glasses with it when he was like not looking. The tainted Elmer T. Lee was one of them, and he picked it out, like first try. So it's the only impressive thing Sean's ever done on this channel, I'd say. But it's got this weird, gross aftertaste. And a couple years ago, there was a tainted batch of Elmer T. Lee that went out. Buffalo Trace has not sent me an Elmer T. Lee to replace my tainted one. All right? I'm a big Buffalo Trace fan. I'm not a big fan of their business, but damn, do they make good products. So I next time I see you, man, I could give you some of the tainted one so you wouldn't want normal Elmer anymore because you think it was disgusting. I can help you out with that. Why do we get so many shitty bottles? Now that I think about it, Sean and I have a tainted Elmer, a shitty Peerless that has been confirmed by Bourbon Sane, by Brandon, the guy who won the Patreon giveaway, by I Whiskey She Wines. And they had a good Peerless and we swapped samples, and ours, they said ours was garbage. So we have a lot of shitty bottles. I think our Joseph Magnus is tainted. I gotta send I Whiskey She Wines some of that because Bobby said he loves that stuff. So I want to know if we got a weird bottle or if I just don't like it. Because I loved it. I drank half of it right away in like a month. And then the other half sat for like 3 months and I drank it again. I hated it. It was weird. Did you get a bottle of WB Saffel? We did, and it's delicious, and I love it. So, somebody helped get us one of those up here. I believe it was Brett Gentile. He helped. Yeah, it had to be Brett. I get confused. A lot of people have been helping us get whiskey up here, and it's super appreciated. Like, the people who are helping us get whiskey up here, you're the reason that we're making some of the videos. Like, so on Monday, you guys can know, on Monday, Four Roses Small Batch Select comes out, which was cost shipped up here. The Saffel, the Kentucky Owl Confiscated, like, all of these whiskeys aren't in the state yet for us. So the fact that we can get videos out when they come out, even when they're only like Kentucky or pretty small distribution footprint releases, is amazing. Like that is so cool to me. That's not part of this channel that I expected. Part of the channel that I, like when Sean and I started, I told Sean, I go, dude, if we ever get one bottle of whiskey from this channel, it will have been worth it. Like that, the whole goal was like, let's just see if we can get a bottle of whiskey. And then Chris Reggie, like super OG, one of the first fans, he sent us the bottle of Red Eagle Ohio bourbon, and it's garbage. But guess what? That bottle means more to me than like most of the bottles on the shelf at this point. And he sent us another bottle of Crown Royal too, and it was awesome. The Noble Collection one, like the older Blenders Mash one, and that's a good bottle. I think we have another bottle on the way from, this time it's from a company, so at some point you'll see a video of that. But yeah, no, it's like, that's the coolest thing ever. So, back to my main thought. Everybody helping us get whiskey up here, like, thank you so much. It's the coolest thing in the world. It's not what I expected would happen, but it's one of the best parts of this channel. Bland's Base is definitely on that red spot. Listen, I don't even love Irish whiskey. That Redbreast 21 in my head will probably forever just shit on every other Irish whiskey I have. But that being said, that red spot had like a complexity that I'm not used to in Irish whiskeys. That red spot had a really interesting finish on it, and it was just like I had to step back and I'm like, okay, I had Redbreast cask strength leading into the red spot, and there's just something different about that red spot. It's good stuff. Sean's madly in love with it. My wife and I, Linux Cat says, my wife and I like Blanton's. We like most Buffalo Trace. I'm with you, Linux Cat. Most Buffalo Trace products are on the sweeter side of whiskey rather than the, so here's how this is how my head works. Heaven Hill stuff is more like a natural, grainier, oaky product in my head. So Elijah Craig's are oaky, and like Elijah Craig 18 is like an oak bomb to me. Whereas if Heaven Hill and Elijah Craig and those guys are oak, sometimes sweet oak, but oak. And then Buffalo Trace is over here, and they're like the caramel, apple, cherry, like that side of the train tracks for me. DJ Beacon, congrats on 1,000. Thank you. Literally, thank you everybody, because we couldn't have gotten to 1,000. Like there's, like, it's gonna sound weird, and it seems weird to say, but there's like a lot of work and thought that goes into this channel, from me, some from Sean, and no, but for real there is. And like I have ideas on my phone, and like on the airplane, on the way there, on the way back, like I'm trying to come up with ideas for the channel, ideas for collaboration, stuff like that. So a lot of thought and time goes into editing and making videos and like scheduling stuff with Sean. So getting to 1,000 is super cool. Like it was so cool. It feels awesome. Let's see. OG Brick says, keep in mind Super Chat keeps 30% or something in stream. Listen, man, yeah, that just is what it is, right? Patreon keeps some money too. Who else? YouTube keeps money. I mean, everybody keeps money. Like it's more about the fact that you guys are willing to help us out financially and help us make more videos and help us buy more whiskey for more reviews or go on trips. That's significantly more important to me than somebody keeping, you know, a chunk of money. It's like the idea that the fact that you guys are willing to support us like that is the coolest thing in the world, hands down. Let's see. That is literally my exact order, Dan. I have to be in the right mood to drink a 1910. Listen, dude, I will drink if I knew that 1910. This is our newest bottle of Old Forester we have. Is this 1910? And it's pretty damn. This is the bottle that I got right when it came out, and I stopped drinking it when it got pretty low because we can't get more up here. But if you really like 1910 and you want to go down to Kentucky, they had a wall of it in Kentucky at Old Forester. So at the new Whiskey Row Old Forester, they had a shit ton of 1910. So I bought one while I was down there because I needed another bottle. I got it engraved because my aunt had just passed away with what she used to call me. And so that bottle stays in the house. That one's super special to me. It's open. I'm opening it all, dude. I'm not here trying to save shit, right? They didn't bottle it so it would sit on my shelf. So that being said, I got home from that trip and I opened that one by myself and had a little drink of it. So let's see. I will revisit the Old Forester 1910 and 20. Been about a month or so since we tried them. We were excited when we got them, then disappointed when we tried them. Yeah, man, listen, all whiskey's not for everybody. So it might just not be for you. Now, it's always worth revisiting, especially if you just open them. It's worth revisiting after they open up. Eric Waite, in a couple of his videos, I've heard him say, like, it's probably not the best to judge whiskey on a neck pour. So, let's pretend there was whiskey in this bottle. The neck pour would be the part that you pour out of here. This is like the shoulder-ish, and the rest of this you can call whatever you want. But I think that he's right. Air, most of the time, allows things to open up and allows things to get a little bit better. So sometimes things get like drastically better. Sometimes you'll drink something again and be like, what the fuck was I thinking the first time? Sean and I have done that several times. Skid McMarks. Skid McMarks, man. My favorite name to say in chat because it's a fucking great name. This is Jefferson's Reserve Groth Cask Finish. Cabernet Sauvignon is where this was finished. So I had the Pritchards and I didn't like it very much, but this stuff's good. It's gone, but it's good. Let's see. Skid McMark says, how did the Elmer T. Lee get tainted? I don't remember. I'd have to look it up again. But it was openly known that there were tainted Elmer T. Lees out. Buffalo Trace actually released the laser code. If your laser code number was from here to here, if it was in that range, you got a tainted one, and ours is in that range. So, which was kind of nice to find out because we drank it not knowing that, and Sean's like, this shit is awful. It's not that bad, but it's not as good as I remember. And then come to find out, so on and so forth. I had George C. Stagg at a local bar the other night for $15. I was so stoked. That's a hell of a deal, man. I would definitely pay $15 for a pour of George C. Stagg. Now, It's not my favorite whiskey I've ever had, but I really like it, and to have something that cool for 15 is awesome. Hopefully I can catch up with Chad in a second, and then I'll tell you guys about my experience in LA at a whiskey bar. Linux Cat, the only Elmer T. Lee I've had was at a bourbon event. It's hard to find, man. They allocate shit like crazy. Buffalo Trace does. Chris says, we all know you like the taste of taint. Listen, man, don't judge me. DJ Vegan, Sean being kind of invisible is pretty impressive. Listen, dude, I put up more shelves to try to block that white light for him. And it didn't work. Still can't see him. He's contributing about the same. All right. Elmer T. Lee is my all-time fave. Got hooked and is readily available for $35. That's what happened to me. That's exactly what happened to me. I went to a whiskey store. I had like a whiskey guide, some would say, down at the whiskey store. Megabev down in Battle Creek. He was awesome. I would go in there, we'd chat about whiskey, and I didn't know anything at the time. I was like drinking Gentleman Jack. I thought it was great. And one of those bottles, this bottle actually came from his recommendation. I told him I didn't like Rise, and he told me I should try that one. This is probably 5 years ago now. So that was when he was like, have you ever had Elmer T. Lee? I'm like, nope. And he's like, you got to try it. It's $40. I'm like, okay, I'll try it for 40. Dude, one of the first whiskeys I ever fell in love with, were Elmer T. Lee, E.H. Taylor Small Batch, and Rock Hill Farms, I think were the three. Rock Hill Farms was the first fancy one. That was the first fancy one for me because it was like $65. And then these two were my like first two loves. So Elmer T. Lee and E.H. Taylor Small Batch kind of have a special place for me. Linux Cat's banging out the 20 and 10 again with his wife. Stand by. Will do, man. Oh shit, dude. Okay. All right. Let's go. Have you had the Yellow Spot though? Listen, Ruckus, if you want to talk Irish whiskey with somebody, there's two people I know. Bland's Bay on Instagram. I don't know how much Irish whiskey she has, but I know she sent us some and it's ridiculous. She's a big Irish whiskey fan from the sounds and the things she sent us. And Sean. Sean loves Irish whiskey, dude, and I don't get it, but if you like bourbon and you want to like Irish whiskey, Roe & Co is a damn good place to start. So, Blanton's Bay sent us some Roe & Co, and it's Irish whiskey finished in bourbon barrels. So damn good. Yellow Spot's good. It's not hard to find up here. It's all over the place. It's about $120 up here, though. Sean has a bottle of Yellow Spot that we get out from time to time. I think it was a gift, or Green Spot was a gift, and he bought Yellow Spot because of Green Spot. I don't know. I like Yellow Spot. I like it more than Green Spot. Elijah Craig 18 is my grail. I have had 2 pours of it. Oh, fuck, man. I don't like Elijah Craig 18. I've only had the 2018 bottle, and I hated it. Where is it? Dude, it's not me, man. It's not for me. I just saw 2017 Booker's Tommy's batch in the store today. That's an old-ass Booker's. I heard that center cut was amazing. I've heard from several people that I trust. Mash and Drum, Chris from Bourbon saying. I've heard that the old 2019-01, is it Kathy's batch? Teresa's, I don't know. Somebody's batch from Booker's. I've heard that that's not so great. Best value is in Irish. Motherfucker, why do they name shit like this? Tyrconnell 16, Cooley Juice. Holy shit, sounds like a 90s rap song, dude. Amazing stuff, takes the spots out of the woodshed. Bro, I have no fucking clue what that means, but I like it a lot, and I really am a fan of what you just said, and I don't understand it. Let's see. Heard anything from Ironfish? Chris, dude, I haven't heard shit back from them. Okay, now here's what I'm thinking happened. I have been posting stories and stuff on Instagram. A lot of the stuff that comes to the channel, like as a sponsored thing or for free or like, I don't know, I wouldn't say, maybe not always collabs, some collabs. A lot of stuff comes from Instagram. So, Ironfish, when we were down at Valentine Distilling, we were at the karaoke bar, and I got a message from Ironfish, which is a distillery in Michigan. They finished their whiskey in a bunch of crazy shit. So I got a message and they were like, you should come up here. We have like a farm you can stay at. You should come up and hang out and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that sounds fucking awesome. Us, Bourbon Sane, like me and my wife and Chris and his wife, Bourbon Sane and his wife, and Sean and his girlfriend. We can all go hang out. Sean, I was gonna have the store we frequent, him and his girlfriend, just have a good, basically a weekend where we all just get to hang out at the distillery. We shoot a few videos, maybe we live stream together, but we all get to hang out and with each other's significant others, so they're not all bored and having to deal with our bullshit the whole time, right? I've not heard anything back. I messaged him 3 times. I think somebody probably had a few drinks, DM'd me, and then was like, shit, and then stopped talking to me. So the store owner of the place we frequent is very good friends with the owner of Dogfish. Dogfish? Is it Dogfish? Ironfish. I always say Dogfish because of the beer. Is Ironfish. He's friends with the owner. So we can get in, I'm sure. I just need to talk to him more about it. Because he can bother. The funny thing is, if you watch the Woodford Reserve barrel pick thing we did, the owner did that pick with us. That's the best part. And we didn't know it was him at the time. He introduced himself as he was leaving to us. But yeah, we did that whole video with the owner of that distillery and we didn't know it. So yeah, I know that the owner of Corkinale, Opperman's, is friends with him. So I'm sure we can figure something out. Morgan says, hey Dan, just tuned in. Congrats on 1,000 subs. I found out my wife and I get to go to the Pappy for your Pappy Father's Day dinner at Buffalo Trace. Any chance you and Sean will be going? Never heard of it, but based on the title, sounds like it's going to be a hell of a good time and expensive. So if you can try Pappy 15, fucking try it. That's the Pappy. I want to try Pappy 15 and Pappy Rye or Van Winkle Rye. Those are the 2 I want that I haven't had. The 23 I think is over oaked and the 10 is just good whiskey. But DJ Beacon, the 1910 is so dark, dude. It's so dark. That second barrel just makes it so dark. Patrick says Ryes give a rough neck pour. I think a lot of whiskeys do, man. I really do. I think a lot do. He wanted 90. I didn't know anything about the best. I used to do uncorkings. I don't do those anymore because of that very reason. Most bottles. So Chris says, Bourbon Saint. If you haven't checked out his channel, do so. I used to do uncorkings. I don't do these anymore because of the very reason most bottles I had get better as they open up. That's very true. This is hard for Sean and I. At some point, Sean and I are going to do I don't know if philosophy is the right word, but the thinking behind the channel, right? The reason we do things the way we do them. So, we did Breaking the Seals. If I'm being completely, whatever. So we did Breaking. So I used to be and am a fan of It's Bourbon Night, right? I'm gonna say humongous in the whiskey community, humongous YouTube channel. So, huge fan of them. I used to watch them all the time. I still watch all their videos. I watch every one of their videos. But I was watching all their videos and Sean and I were drinking one night at a bar, which the video is unreleased. Someday that's gonna go on Patreon. Someday that's going on Patreon only, for sure. That'll be a fun video. It's probably shit. I'm sure it's shit, but it's on my Google Drive. So, anyways, and I told Sean, dude, we do this all the time. Why wouldn't we we don't sit down and fucking film it, but why don't we film it just for fun, for the shit of it? If it's not fun, we'll stop doing it. If nobody watches and it is fun, we'll keep doing it until people watch, or people will never watch, we'll just stop doing it. There's no downside, right? The cost of it was have a camera, which we already had at the time. We didn't realize how much money we were going to spend on making stuff better, but it's whatever. So anyways, so I looked at their channel. I'm like, dude, they do Breaking the Seal, or they do uncorkings, and they do whiskey wars, or flight fights is what they call them. And I told Sean, I'm like, I want so bad to do something blind. That's what I want to do. So everybody does whiskey reviews, right? You can call it whatever you want. We call ours Breaking the Seal. They call theirs uncorkings. A Whiskey Tribe just reviews shit every damn day of the week like fucking ballers. We all do whiskey reviews. That's I think whiskey reviews are the coolest thing on YouTube one of the coolest things on YouTube, because if you're into whiskey, you can get a shit ton of people's opinions on the exact same thing most of the time. That being said, so we started doing Breaking the Seals. That was the name I came up with for that. And then probably 6 months ago, we realized that we're drinking a lot of whiskeys that we hate, we're saying we don't like, and we're kind of shitting on, to have, and we'd have them 3 months later and be like, damn, dude, this is probably like a B on our scale now. We gave it like a D or a C minus or something. So, for a really brief moment in time, we switched and we said, we're gonna open it, we'll drink it, and then we'll film a review. The thing I didn't like about that is there was no initial reaction anymore. And one of the things about our channel is it's a little bit less educational, where like if I'm gonna give you backstory, it's gonna be like maybe a minute of the video tops. It's generally not gonna be, you'll get some of the backstory from us, you're gonna get the mash bill and that kind of stuff, but you're not gonna get the history of Buffalo Trace from us, right? So the thing about it is, what that does is, it allows us to fuck around more, right? Sean and I fuck around a lot. Sean and I have been friends since, I think, we played t-ball together, and then we didn't know each other for a few years after t-ball, and then we went to school together for the rest of our lives, lived together in college, all of that. So we've been like really, really good friends through 1,000 years, basically. Part of why the channel will work is because of that. I realistically think that's why. So one of our favorite parts of whiskey, of the video part of whiskey, was like our initial reaction. Like we opened something, and like the initial reaction of the whiskey was sometimes one of the great parts of the videos, right? Not all the time, it's hit or miss. The thing about it is when we were opening whiskey, we were trying it. Elijah Craig 18 was one of those. We've probably lost about 30 breaking the seals since we've started, that were never posted, that never went onto YouTube, that we filmed. We're probably lost about 30 now. The problem with reshooting whiskey, we shot Elijah Craig 18 and then we lost it and we reshot it so we could put it out. I think that was one of them. One of the problems is we don't want to drink it again because we don't like it. And so then it becomes really easy in our like actual review to just shit on it for a really long time. We like or we shit on it for 5 minutes, like cool, we're done, we've shot it before. It's kind of our issue with that. So what we did to resolve it, we open a bottle usually when it comes in, and then it sits for sometimes a day, sometimes 2 weeks, and then we drink it together sometimes we drink it together if we give a shit for the first time on video. Sometimes I can't wait because I'm really impulsive and impatient, but that's kind of how that works. Pressman says, I watched your review on Boone County 12 year, you think it's worth 75. Yep. New Riff single barrel bourbon for 58. We don't have a single barrel. It doesn't come here. We only have a bottle of Bond, which is the 4 year. And I don't think the 4 year is worth $58. So, I think the Boone County 12 year, if you don't have one, it's worth 75. If you already have one, it's worth like 60, 55, 60. Maybe 65. You like the Midwinter Night's Dram Nuts Rye. One of my favorite whiskeys ever made. Well, probably the only bottle of whiskey I've ever bought 6 of. Not at the same time, but over time. I think I've bought 6 of them now. Richie Z, if Heaven Hill stuff is more oak and Buffalo Trace expressions are more caramel and sweet, where does Four Roses fit in? Spicy as fuck, dude. Four Roses or minty, I don't know, man, because that small batch select is a mini motherfucker. So I want to talk about this so bad, but I fucking keep ranting and I want to catch up with comments. I had a Four Roses 130th in LA. Motherfucker, that was fucking incredible. Paint that back wall with green screen video paint, then you can put wild shit back there. Yes, like Bourbon Guild. So, Patrick Fulmer. Listen, I'm not here to shit on anybody, man. I watch Bourbon Guild's videos, and I like them. I used to not, but I like them now. I think that they've gotten their... So the reason... I want to expand so like people don't get pissed, but... The reason I didn't love like a little bit earlier was because they talked over each other a lot, and it was really hard to keep track of having four. Sean and I talk over each other a lot, right? We only have 2 people. I know how easy that is, especially everybody's trying to get their opinions in, and you know that you're only shooting a 10 to 20 minute video usually, right? Sean and I have shot 45-minute videos, and it's like, oh shit, I gotta edit half of this video out or something, whatever. So. I know how hard it is to not talk over each other, and you all want to get your point in. And with 4 of them, that's super difficult. Now, what I think now, I watch like tons of Bourbon Guild videos now. The reason is I think they've gotten really good at not talking over each other all the time. I think that's one thing that they've all figured out is kind of like when to interject and when it's a little bit too much. So the only thing I think I don't like about their channel now is the green screen background. Something drives me crazy about that. I really like watching their stuff. I like their reviews. I watch, especially like when they do a bottle I'm interested, I get excited. Like, I'm a fan, but I don't like the green screen. Something about it feels like, I don't know, I just don't, it just feels like, maybe it's because it doesn't feel genuine. I know that it's obviously a green screen, right? They do a different background in every video. I know they know what it is. It's just something about it, man. I don't know. I just don't like maybe I don't like that it's different every time. I don't know, dude. That's the only thing I don't like about their channel. All right. I'm trying to catch up here, guys. I'm so sorry. I keep fucking ranting, dude. I haven't talked to people in 17 years, man. I started doing whiskey. I'm skipping forward just a little bit. I think I kind of trying to read everything. Have you ever tried Motor City Gas Bourbon or Rye Distillery in Royal Oak, Michigan? I've never tried it. Heard not great things, but I haven't tried it, so don't. That holds no weight. It's good, Big Marks. I've started doing whiskey hunting in the. Oh my God. Bro, one of your first sentences. I've started doing whiskey hunting in the hood. Oh shit! And there's Old Booker's batches and Blanton's warming the shelves all over. I really love 2017-02. Joseph, what is up, man? Yeah, you can find Old Booker's. Booker's sits on shelves because they raised the price like assholes. That's what happened. Booker's used to be like 60 fucking bucks. Now Booker's is like 80. Everywhere, man. Fucking Meyer in I get it. Oh fuck. Sean always tells me that everybody doesn't have Meyer, I forget. Meyer's basically Walmart, right? It's humongous. We have a Meyer here that has the most Bookers. Like, they have probably 6 stocked back and then 4 or 5 on top, and they don't move, man. They're at state minimum. They just don't move. I don't know. It's a weird thing. Now Booker's 30th. Whoo! That is a bottle. That's a fucking bottle. Rocky said, other YouTubers weren't a fan. I kind of liked it, but the Kathleen's batch was nice. I usually don't go with the flow, but it is what it is. It is, man. That's why 4 million kinds of whiskey are made today. Because everybody has different palates. So, dude, there are so many people that like 4-year-old whiskey. Like, that love, like, young, grainy whiskey. And the thing is Sean and I generally don't. That's why when Sean and I find a 4-year bottle of whiskey that we like, it is like, holy shit, the heavens have opened. Because that is something that we consistently don't love. So, just do a review when you open it and do another later on, especially the ones you thought you didn't like. So, Chad, the issue is, Sean and I are running into this a lot right now. We just hit a goal on Patreon, which was $100 a month. And then $100 a month, we were going to do one more review every month, right? So we polled our patrons. We said, do you guys want to see, what kind of reviews do you want to see from us? Do you want to see expensive reviews, allocated whiskey, like this shelf right here, these reviews? Or do you want to see reviews like the shelf over there that you can't see? That's like Elijah Craig and Benchmark and Buffalo Trace and Ancient Age and Jim Beam Repeal Batch and Old Fitz and Four Roses Yellow Label. You know, stuff like that. Do you want to see the unallocated, cheap, everyday drinkers, or do you want to see the expensive stuff? The votes were like insanely... It was like 15 people said non-allocated everyday drinkers, maybe like maybe like in that 40 range, maybe in that 20 range, somewhere in there, rather than like the $120 bottle that everybody doesn't get, the Kentucky Owl Batch 1847 rye. You know what I mean? So, the problem is, we do one review a week and we do one Thursday video, whatever you want to call our Thursday videos. Our issue with it right now is I see why Whiskey Vault does videos every Monday through Friday. I get it. And on Friday they do 5 fucking whiskeys most of the time. Whiskey Vault has basically an ever-cycling amount of whiskey to go through. Whiskey Vault is, dude, they got gifted like 2 red spots, right? $120 bottles of whiskey. They got gifted a Weller CYPB. Like those guys have unlimited amounts of whiskey to review. Now, unfortunately, probably, fortunately, we at this point don't. So even in our current state, the issue right now is, so I wanted to have, like a behind the scenes thing is, I wanted to have a McKenna 10 review out like 3 weeks ago. But what the fucking problem is, Small Batch Select from Four Roses came out, Whistle Pig, Piggyback Rye came out, Kentucky All Confiscated came out, Blood Oath 5 came out. So that's 4 whiskeys, and we do 1 a week. So that's a month worth of reviews of whiskeys that just came out, right? You want to be, you don't have to be the first review out of a whiskey, but you want to put your video out when it's important to everybody else, when people are looking to see if they want to buy it because they're looking for reviews of it. That's how we get subscribers. The problem with getting subscribers for us is like we need viewership, right? So the views, like, I'm not throwing shade or anything, but Bourbon Blind got a shit ton of subscribers from his Bottles Better Than Pappy Van Winkle video. And the reason he got so many subscribers from that video was because so many people saw that video. So if 100,000 people see your video and you get 2,000 subs, that's pretty fucking good, right? Generally, you're gonna get those views on that video because it's something everybody's looking for. So you want to be out when the whiskey is important. Listen, Kentucky All Confiscated in a year will not be a whiskey everybody's looking for, will not be a whiskey everybody wants reviews on, right? Henry McKenna 10, unless it wins San Francisco next fucking year, nobody's going to give a fuck about a review next year. This is the problem. We got to get those videos out, but at the same time, you guys can't get all those bottles, right? And at the same time, it's hard for us to get bottles with fucking connections. So I get that you want to see an old Grandad 114. That's a balance Sean and I are trying to work on right now. So pretty soon here, we're going to have, I think next Saturday, next Saturday, we're going to have like a Daily Drinker video go out with, it's a double review. But I rest my case. You kind of get the fucking point, right? Fuck, dude. Why do I just talk, man? This is what happens when I don't talk to human beings for a fucking week, dude. I'm in my fucking headphones. I'm in my zone all week. I'm studying like a motherfucker. And I just don't know anybody down there. I write my tasting notes on the uncorking and then go back and do revisions 2 weeks later. So that's definitely a way to do it. That's the way Sean and I were going to do it. But the problem is we wanted that initial reaction of the first smell or the first... I have a text that I sent to Sean that says, like, we should just write down. We should drink it, write it down, drink it again later and see how much it's changed. Unfortunately, it was like, well, like some of these whiskeys are so off profile, they're so crazy that I want like that first initial experience on video. I've learned not to judge a bottle on the neck pour. It's truth, man. Although I can't tell you why this is so. It doesn't matter why it's so. It's acceptable. It's acceptable and it's a good idea. You gotta have an open mind, man. You should be able to go back to stuff and not be like, I hate all Heaven Hill product. I don't like a lot of them, but there are definitely some that I really like. Update, revisiting, this is from Linux Cat. Updating, revisiting and not judging a whiskey by a neck pour is a real thing. We both like them this time. We prefer the 1910. Is that the one that is most different from 1910 is by far, 1910 and Old Forester birthday bourbons are closer to each other than either of those two are to the rest of Old Forester's line. If you like 1910, try Old Forester Rye and let me know if you like it. Would tipping the bottle upside down before pouring eliminate the neck effect? Joseph asked. It would not. So the neck effect is actually just because it's been sealed, right? So it's been sealed, no new air has gotten in it, there's no oxidation. Oxidation is the effect that happens that makes it taste a little bit different. It makes a whiskey go flat after a really long period of time. You need some oxidation. You need this much oxidation. The oxidation is what makes it change. So if this bottle's full, the neck effect is not a neck effect. We want air. Let's put it this way. Let's pretend the whiskey's up to here, right? So the amount of air that touches all the whiskey in this bottle is that sits right here, and it takes time for oxidation. Oxidation's not an instantaneous thing, right? So because of this, even if, let's pretend we do this and we do this. Now there's probably new whiskey up here, right? But only that much is getting touched. Now if the bottle's down here, this air, you got a shit ton more air in there, right? And a way bigger fucking surface area for the whiskey. Now, what comes with that is it's the same reason when you put whiskey in a smaller barrel, It's the same exact reason why that over oak shit so fast is the surface area of the whiskey. So much of that whiskey is being touched by oak, whereas in a 53-gallon barrel, significantly less percentage-wise of that whiskey is being touched by oak. All right. Joseph says, hated my 1910 based on the neck pour. Now I like it a lot. 1910, when we opened 1910, Sean and I were both super disappointed. That was one of the ones that made us reconsider, or at least have a conversation about not judging things after, like initially, like right away when we open it. Small Batch Select was hard. Small Batch Select was a really long video that we'll probably have to cut a bunch out of because I let it sit in the glass for fucking 12 minutes or some shit to try to get some more air in it, try to let it open up a little bit. 1910 is hard to find because they ran out of distributed whiskey. So it'll be back, and it's not supposed to be allocated, so. It should be fun for you guys to do a live stream all about the future of bourbon. You and Sean could offer your thoughts on what the landscape will look like in 10 years. Then in 10 years, we all watch. That's a good-ass idea. I'll write that down. I will write that down. I like that. I have several theories. What the fuck? I have several theories on what's going to happen with whiskey in the future. Let me write it down. I want to take note, all right? Because that's a really good idea for a live stream. I don't know if Sean has thought about it much, but I thought about it a few times. There. And I definitely have an opinion. I have a lot of fucking opinions. You guys know this. Lately, I buy faster than I drink. Pressman, listen, dude, that's exactly what the fuck happens. Watch. Let me show you. Just changed a bunch of this shit. All right, hold on. It's going to change. Okay, so there, these are new shelves that I put up these. Those are barrel proofs right there. Those are all barrel proof. And then those are all ryes, right? This is our rare shelf. These are basically orphan barrels and other shit that goes well together down here. Under that, below the table, is all our Scotch, Irish, and Canadian that you can't see right now. Oh shit, hold on, wait for it. I want it. Fuck. These, let me find, there it is. These are all bourbons, basically just assorted bourbons. This top row is all finished, and then these are all bourbons and whiskeys. And then those are all bunkered right here. These are all like just basically extras. Got a little bit of Winter Next Dram, a little Willet 4-year, H. Taylor, stuff like that. And then those are all, the whole top row is like, in here is store picks. And then the rest of these are basically like cheap whiskeys we don't drink, stuff like that. Just got that sweet ass banner though. Woo! I love that. I'm very happy. It's covering up an electrical box is what it's doing, so. All right, let me get back in here. Maybe. Panel out of focus now, just a second. All right. Hopefully you could hear any of that. That's the collection. That's, dude, we buy faster than we can drink. We do the same thing, man. All right. In the middle of the 60 to 100, the rare stuff occasionally, it's usually just a tease. I want to try and compare. I completely agree, and I understand that, Ruckus. The idea of us reviewing only rare whiskey, I 100% understand how frustrating that it can be, and especially if you can't either afford it, find it, you know, anything like that, or you don't want to afford it. The unfortunate part is it's like we're trying to grow, and those whiskeys are like we'll put it this way, those whiskeys are trending, right? So those whiskeys are the ones that people who don't know of our channel are coming to look for. Now, we're not just trying to service the people who are looking for those whiskeys. We're trying to service the people who enjoy our channel and are looking for those whiskeys, right? We want everybody to kind of come meet in here. There's a big community here, but we need people to be able to find us. And the way people find us is based on usually reviews or like popular things. So that's the reason it is the way it is. There are definitely some more like daily drinker type things coming. The piggyback rye is like a $50 bottle of rye that we just did last Monday. it's going to have a much bigger footprint than most allocated whiskeys will, so it's not going to be allocated either. Let's see. Holy shit. I did not mean to fucking skip. Oh, okay, we're good. Staying current is probably the most important thing. No one but me is going to watch the Blood Oath Pack 5 video. Dude, listen. There's going to be... I've gotten DMs about having a Blood Oath Pack 5 video out. Like, that's the crazy thing. I know this because when I watched Bourbon Night all the time, all I could think was, oh, I hope on Friday. They release a review a week, right? So they do a Friday. All I could think was like times where I was like, oh, I hope on Friday they review, I don't know, whatever the fuck it is, right? Whatever, Blood Oath 5. And then they'd review E.H. Taylor Single Barrel instead or something. I don't know. This is all hypothetical, right? I'd watch it and I'd be like, oh, well, I still watched the video, but damn, I'm looking for a review of Blood Oath 5. The reason we put our Kentucky Owl Confiscated review out when we did is because there wasn't one. Sean and I were actually going to put our Piggyback Rye video out first because I think our Piggyback Rye video, it's not allocated, it's $50 whiskey. It's Whistle Pig's entry level rye now, right? It's not a rare bottle, it's not like a special bottle. Most people wouldn't call it special. We didn't put that out. Sean and I had a conversation and I messaged Sean like, dude, I think we got to put Confiscated out. Sean's like, Piggyback Rye is a better video. And 100%, Sean edits the Mondays, so I don't see them, so that I watch them when they're up on YouTube because he edits them, so I haven't seen them yet. I went and I watched our Confiscated and I watched our Piggyback Rye video, and our Piggyback Rye video was so much funnier and so much more fun and like so much better of a video than our Confiscated video was. But our Kentucky Yellow Confiscated videos, it's got like 700 or 800 views on it. We were the only one. And then we got lucky, and another round, which is like Jason from Mash and Drum and Bourbon Blind and Blind Whiskey Reviews and My Bourbon Journey and all those guys talked about, and Scotch Test Dummy, Scott from Scotch Test Dummies, they all talked about Confiscated on their another round that night. So then we got more views. And then Bourbon Pursuit talked about, or I'm sorry, Dad's Drinking Bourbon podcast, they did their review on Confiscated after that. So then we got more. So like, that's the thing, is it's one of those things where it's like, timing is so important for the sake of views. Like we only need views. We don't need the money for monetization from YouTube. It's none, right? So, but we want the subscribers from, this video got 2,000 views. Now more people came over here. So that's the idea. Dan got up, drink. Dude, I'm just trying to show you guys some shit. Why are they not all ordered alphabetically? Listen to me right now. I don't have time for that. Is that a Sam Adams Utopia bottle? Where'd you see it? In the cabinet? This is a Sam Adams Utopia bottle. There's one coin left, I believe. Let me check. There is. This is the last coin we're selling from this batch. If you want it, $10 to my PayPal. It's the last one. Don't everybody send money at the same time. Okay, that is the Sam Adams Utopia. It's super old. I think it's 3 years old. We paid $250 for it. We won it at a lottery. Mash and Drum, what the fuck is up, dude? How is it going? I was just here because I was lonely as shit, and Sean didn't come hang out. We were supposed to shoot tonight. I hope Mash and Drum's still in here. I didn't mean to miss your fucking shout out, dude. I'm just super behind in chat. I'm just trying to catch up. Let's see. Holy shit, I might be caught up. Okay. Whistle Pig's way overpriced. I like it, but buy 3 solid bottles for the price of one of theirs. So Ruckus said that. This is the reason I was so excited for the Piggyback Rye, was because before the Piggyback Rye, Whistle Pig's white label or off white label or fucking whatever, it looks like a dirty ass label. That was an $80 bottle, and that's an expensive bottle of whiskey, right? So it's a 10-year sourced rye. I've had it; it's good. I've not had a store pick. I've heard store picks can be amazing. The red label, the Old World cask finish, is $120, and your 2 cheapest bottles are $80 and $120. My hopes were so high for Piggyback Rye because it was their first entry level whiskey. It was a $50 bottle. It will be distributed basically across the United States as far as I understand. I was super let down until I learned that it was supposed to be, it's like Dave Pickerel's cocktail rye. The problem with that is a $50 bottle of rye is still too expensive for a cocktail rye. So, all right. Dude, I see a lot of fucking chatter about the old Elijah Craig barrel proofs right now. And you know what I say about those? Meh. That's gonna piss people right off. Oh my gosh. I've only had one. I don't know. I'm judgy about something I've only had one of. I've only had one Elijah Craig barrel proof, and I didn't love it. It's whatever one. Well, I like the old label. We have an old label, and I like that one, but I don't love the new label that we have. It's only one of them. I've heard it's not the best one. All right. I think I'm caught up on chat. Pretty sure. So that means time to drink some Fighting Cock Stag Junior over Elijah Craig Barrel Proof every damn day of the week. Dude, I have not. Now this is the problem. I've had the best, what people consider the best batch of Stag Junior. It's like batch 7 or 9, right? Batch 9 was one of the best barrel proof whiskeys I've had, probably. I don't know. It was up there. It's definitely like top 6 or something. All Stag Juniors aren't the best though. I haven't had what people call the best Elijah Craig barrel proof. I haven't had that, so it's hard to compare the two. I know that the Stag Junior I have, which is the 2018, whatever came out in 2018, I think it was batch 11 or something. I have that, and I have an Elijah Craig barrel proof that was, it's like A118 or something, and I think that the Stag Junior is a lot better. Anyone drink Willett Family Estate bourbon? Never had it before. We will get 2 different bottles as part of the Southern Whiskey. Whoa. Hold on. Linux Cat, you get Willett bottles for buying Southern Whiskey Society tickets? Is that what you're saying right now? Because if that's what you're saying, I'm finna sign up. We have had Willett 4-year rye, estate rye, and I just spent oh, okay. I've never ever had Willett Family Estate bourbon until yesterday night. So I wanted a purple top, but I live in Michigan, right? Fuck me. So I paid $71 for a 2-ounce sample of a 6-year Willett Family Estate bourbon and a 1-ounce sample of a 9-year Willett Family Estate bourbon. Had them both last night, if you're wondering. It was very nice. I'll never understand. I won't. Sean and I got into an actual argument about Willett Family Estate bourbon the other night at whiskey night. We had another whiskey night. Sean was like, "There's no way in human history that's physically possible that there's a 6-year or a 5-year whiskey worth $300 because that's how much Willett Family Estate purple tops are in secondary for like this 5 or 6. I think I paid $24 for my sample of that, so he was valuing his bottle. I think maybe I paid $21. I don't remember. He's valuing his bottle at $300, and I paid $20, $30, somewhere in that range for 20 something for a sample of the 6-year. It is not worth it. Hold on, let me tell you what's better. Now, unfortunately, everybody can't get this, but that is better. Just relax, Fighting Cock, for fuck's sake. This is better than the Willett Family Estate 6-year. That was so much more money. If you bought the VIP tickets that came with a barrel pick, you got a choice of one of the following: 2 different Willett bourbons, 2 different Willett ryes, or Weller full. What the fuck? Or Weller full proof? Fucking keep that shit. That'll be $1,000 on secondary day 1. Holy shit, dude. Why didn't I get a DM about that? Somebody DM me when that shit happened. Slide right into those DMs, for fuck's sake. All right, this is fighting cock because I finished this. You know what? I don't even care if Sean's mad. That's his fault. Fighting cock is in the glass. I had to finish that for Mike M, dude. First super chat ever. Coolest shit in the world. Okay, fighting cock smells like corn nuts. Yep, just like fucking corn nuts. I had this there's this Planters mix. It's like what is it? It's not sriracha. It's like chipotle Planters mix down in LA. That is what this smells just like that. So tastes just like it too. And I liked it. I like how that tastes. It's pretty warm. 103 proof, eh? OG Brick says, drink them all. Listen, I gotta fucking drive somewhere at 10 o'clock tonight, all right? Weller Full Proof isn't out until June. Yes? Question mark? I don't know. Wait, what's March, April, May, June? Yeah, I believe you're right. I believe June is the month. I told our liquor store guy, I said, I don't care if I own one. I just want to review one. I don't care if somebody gives us a 1 ounce sample bottle and lets us borrow the bottle just to fucking shoot one video with it. Holy fucking shit, dude. Woo, shit. I gotta come up with some shit, dude. I'm gonna think about, I got a 2-hour drive to Grand Rapids. I'll think about it. Joseph Brazers, basically, if you know what I'm saying, just hit us with a $5 super chat. Whew. Listen, dude, I'll send you $5 back if it did it twice. I think somehow it sent fucking twice, dude. Joseph, listen to me right now, man. Super chat. You're the fucking best, dude. You and Mike M. Just, I don't know why it sent twice. Joseph, if you need the 5 back, I will shoot that money back to you. I don't know why it did it, dude. Holy fucking shit right now, dude. We are just fucking super chatting it up. Listen. What the fuck? Alright? Christopher Schwitz with cheers. Joseph Brazers. That's what I'm going to call you, man. I'm sorry. It's not. I know it's not your last name. Joseph Brazers said second super chat ever, but he said it twice. If you want $5 back, let me know. DM me on Insta or something, dude. I'll shoot you money back. But you were the third one, dude, because you sent it twice. Listen to me right now. Ready? All right? This is Fighting Cock 103. This is for you guys. All right? What the fuck, man? You guys just fucking, yeah, you're just throwing money over here. We're going to have to go buy another bottle of whiskey right now. Fucking take you guys to the store. Dude, fuck this Fighting Cock. You know what I'm saying? You know what we need to drink instead? You know what? We're gonna have to do a bottle, like a drink out of the bottle of one of my favorite whiskeys ever. Whew. Ready? This is 2. Joseph Brazers, Christopher Schwitz, and the Linux Cat, and Mike M. What the fuck, dude? You guys gotta stop. Because I can't even fucking keep up with this shit. The Linux Cat said super chat in the house. Mike M said keep it going. Motherfucker, dude. New Millennium, I know that's not your name, I'm just pronouncing shit wrong, says put this towards the Weller Foolproof. Listen to me. If we get to shoot a video of Weller Foolproof, that'd be fucking great. Listen, cheers to you guys. This is fucking ridiculous. For real. Like, for real. Like, I would cry. I might cry. I don't know. The support's overwhelming. Cheers, everybody. For real. That's a double chug. Holy fuck. If you guys haven't had that, it's fucking amazing. Oh my fucking goodness. Why is that so damn good? Did you guys have 2018 Old Forester? This was another one that we didn't love. It's one of the best bottles of whiskey I've ever had. Now. Listen to me. I'm fully erect based on your donations. And I know. That's no homo, right? I get it. That's no homo. Oh, another one. Listen, DJ B can come in hot. Another since Sean isn't there. Listen, thank God, right? Am I right? Listen, I'll do a drink for you in just a second. Give me just a second. Ginger Beacon says, another since Sean isn't there. And hear me out right now. I need you to hear me right now. Fuck that guy, am I right? Oh my gosh, man. Listen. Dude, New Millennium said if Sean was here, I wouldn't super chat. Me fucking neither, dude. Like, that fucking guy, you know what I mean? Gosh, dude. That fucking guy. You wouldn't be able to see him anyways, though, am I right? Dude. So, now ADHD Fishing, he lives in Michigan as well, come to find out. One of the best, if you don't follow us on Instagram, you gotta. I don't know if, I might have only put it on our story though. Ah, fuck. I hope I didn't. So, he sent me a box. He traded me this Son of Burai, because so listen. Oh, that's Burai. One of my favorite things in the world is High West whiskey at the moment. We'll see where it goes. There's a future there that might change. I don't know. So he sent me the Son of Burai because it was like one of the only High West I didn't have that I wanted. He traded me. I traded him a Knob Creek store pick, a rye store pick for this, which in my opinion is a great trade for me. I offered him way more than, I offered him other stuff, and that's what he picked. Damn it, dude, you chug a monster real quick and all of a sudden your body wants to burp. So, that Burai happened, and the fucking thing about it is, where the fuck was I going? We got another fucking super chat, and now I'm all fucked up again, man. What the fuck, dude? I'm gonna have to turn the stream off just to fucking process the fact that you guys are supporting us like this, right? Do you see what I'm saying right now? Like, fuck, man. Where was I? Why the fuck did I start that story? Oh, fuck Sean. That's why. So, here's the thing. The funny part about this is, oh my fucking mash and drum coming in hot too. Just a fucking second. So, the funny part about it is, I opened this box up, right? And the box is just a normal box. There's definitely a bottle of whiskey in it. I cut it open. There's bubble wrap all over everything. I open the bubble wrap up, and on the tape on the box, it says, "Fire Sean, I can do better." Dude, it's the best box I've ever received in my life. There'll never be a box that tops it. So like the comments in here are just as fucking good, but getting that in real life when you just expect to open a box and see a Burai in it, fucking on point, dude. Oh my gosh. Skid McMark says no bully Sean. Listen, dude, I bullied Sean his whole life. He's just the right size to bully, unfortunately. You know what I mean? So, all right. I would invisible super chat for the invisible man. Sean is going to be pissed. $10 super chat from Nick Zangotis. Oh shit, man. Thank you so much. Fuck. That's awesome, dude. Mash and Jump said, here's the next 1K, guys. Dude, thank you so much. Listen, I don't want to drink that fighting cock for this. So you know what? I will drink something Sean hasn't had. Just a second. Wait for it. How about Sean has never had this? Drink some of that. A little bit of this. I think this is a clean glass. Feels kind of cleanish. Dude, how about a cowbell for these super chats? Oh shit, bro. Hey, listen, dude. That's what his bourbon nights do. I know you know that. Mash and Drum's got a fucking sweet cymbal smash for his. New Medium says, Dana's rolling in super chats. We're supporting Dan, not Sean. Listen, I won't put any of this. We have I created you know the Cash App? So I tried to create like a PayPal for Sean and I to put money in from Patreon, from YouTube, from anything we get money from, right? I tried to do that, And PayPal's basically a huge pain in the ass when it comes to that shit. Dude, why the fuck did I get a glass, you know? Why the fuck am I doing anything else but drinking this whiskey? Mash and drum. Nick? Is hanging on us? Cheers, guys. Oh, fuck you. Oh my fuck. Whew. I didn't even smuggle this shit. This was sent for cost plus shipping from a fan. I don't call them fans, dude. I don't call you guys fans, bro. That's a fucking weird word. From a fucking junkie, bro. Oh my, no. Listen to me right now. You can pay $100 to $400 for a Thomas H. Handy. I've fucking had it. Or you can somehow, I don't know how, for $150, get your hands on one of these on secondary, or 100-ish locally. Buy this 47 times before you buy a Thomas Handy, man. For real. Mash and Drum, Nick, thank you guys for real. It means the fucking world for real. Like, I can't say it enough. Everybody that just fucking super chatted. I literally can't say it enough. Fuck. Whoa! Oh shit, dude! So at some point we're gonna be doing, I don't know if you guys know who Bill Binder is, but if you don't, get your shit together. Bill Binder on Instagram, greatest fucking beard in the fucking world, right? Smokes a cigar, drinks a little whiskey from time to time. I wish he would do his reviews consistently. Like, one of the best channels in whiskey too, dude. Out on a golf course, fucking hitting golf balls, drinking whiskey straight from a bottle, doing some fucking reviews, right? He's got a show coming out pretty soon that I cannot fucking wait for, called Binder's Stash. Some point we're gonna hang out with him on the channel, hopefully. He's been posting about JTS Brown like fucking crazy, dude, and I've never had it. Listen, a dear friend, right? A fellow junkie, as I'll say. Went down to the old Benny's and a couple other places and said, you guys looked for anything? And I'm like, listen, Bullet 12 Rye, definitely looking for it because it doesn't come to Michigan, but I've seen it and I'm interested. And then if you can see JTS Brown, dude, let me know, like pick one up and I'll pay you back because he keeps talking about it. And he just said, Chris just said, bringing home a bottle of JTS Brown for my junkie friends. I'm super excited, weirdly, for that fucking, what I'm pretty sure is a cheap bottle. I don't know how much it costs. I don't know anything about it. I know that I really like Johnny Drum, but I don't know if they're the same, man. Get it gone, Jimmy Drammer says. Listen, Jimmy Drammer, that's so heavy, dude. Mash and Drum does a simple thing. Mash and Drum plays the drums like a motherfucker. I used to play the drums before I busted the old elbow. I was in the middle of drum lessons, and I wasn't in the middle of drum lessons. I was taking drum lessons in my life, right? And I ended up breaking the old elbow a couple times. Stopped drum lessons because of, motocross, stuff like that. So I never got as good as Mash and Drum is, dude. Because I saw his solo the other day, I was like, damn, that's some fucking fire, right? And I couldn't do that. So, but I can play drums a little bit, like a normal person who can play drum. Oh my gosh. Mike M says, if he drinks one for every super chat, his wife and kid are going to be getting an Uber home from the airport. Bro. Like, listen, dude. How many hours do I have to be completely sober again? 2.5. Listen, Monsters, water, so part of the problem is my tolerance is fine. It's not super low, it's not super high. I would call it appropriate. My tolerance is what it is, right? I have eaten 3 pieces of cheese today and 2 bites of soup. Because I made this soup right here, and I was eating it when the live stream started, because I didn't know, when I clicked go, I didn't think it was gonna like fucking go, and it did. Because YouTube's fucking weird. So, unfortunately, I've had about 700 calories today, and it's 7:34 p.m. So, wait until you guys see our fucking 1K 1K video, man. Sean and I are shooting a video of for the 1K sub / 1 year anniversary. It'll probably be like a dual purpose video. Yeah, it's gonna be, you guys are gonna fucking like it, dude. It'll be us roasting ourselves, and that'll be basically the extent in which I release at this point. Eat a sandwich, dude. Listen, man, I walked in, I haven't been home for a week neither, and the wife and son haven't been home for over a week. And so I walked in the house and I opened the fridge and went, oh fuck, dude. We didn't clean that out well enough before we left. And there's no fucking meat in there that's edible, not the right word. So yeah, I didn't make a sandwich. I did have the cheese that was not bad in the fridge. And then I put this can of soup in. Holy shit, dude, nobody knows this. I was late to my live stream. I post on the old Graham, right? I post, anybody interested in a fucking impromptu live stream at 6? Because I'm lonely as shit, right? And some more people said yes than no, let's put it that way. I think like, I don't know, 6 people said yes, 1 person said no. Fucking Brandon. Anyways, so I'm generally, like, I live my life on and off keto, right? I don't live in ketosis. I don't know if I believe in it or not. That's a give or take, different conversation, different day. I'm fucking haven't eaten a calorie today. I throw a can of, what are those fucking soups in the red cans, like Chunkies or whatever they're called, dude? It cannot be Chunkies, man. It cannot be Chunkies, dude. I throw a can of potato bacon soup in a bowl. I throw it in the microwave. I'm like, holy shit, bro, I've been building shelves all day. I got a live stream. I can't look like this. I hadn't showered yet. I go and take a shower, and I come back down. I set the microwave to like 5 minutes, and I didn't cover the soup. Dude, I go down. At one point while I'm in the shower, my golden doodle is barking. And I'm like, why the fuck is she barking? Nobody's here. Dude, it was because the soup was popping off in the microwave. That fucking soup in that microwave was it was splattered all over the microwave. So needless to say, I cleaned the soup up in the microwave. Because the wife's coming home tonight. Can't have a fucking giant disaster in the microwave. Joseph Brandon, what the fuck is up? Why are you saying I stopped listening 5 minutes ago, dude? Rostalov Traps, congrats on 1K, thanks a ton. Thank you for being here, thank you for subscribing. But anyways, giant disaster in the microwave. Long story short, long story, I'm gonna make the rest of it short. I was fucking late because I'm cleaning up the fucking soup in the microwave, right? Fucking happens. My soup fucking exploded, dude. It got a little too hot. Nobody's stirring it, right? Where the fuck was I going with the story, dude? Fuck. Oh, that's why I haven't eaten. I ate 3 bites, and then I started the stream, and here we fucking are. So, you know what I'm saying? Fuck, dude. Yeah, needless to say. Where the fuck was I going, dude? I'm genuinely concerned with where I was going with that story. So, let's talk about the first whiskey I see in chat. I'll give you my opinion on. Anybody post a whiskey in the chat that you want to know what I think about it. Let's go. Let's do the damn thing. Do it. Let's go. Oh, wear my favorite shirt. One of my favorite shirts. Dude, probably my favorite shirt I didn't make. I have so many fucking shirt ideas. They cost so much fucking money to make. Dude. So thankfully, who the fuck posted it? So the Captain Planet thing, dude. Another fucking super chat from Morgan fucking Doughton. That's an easy one. I'm pretty sure I nailed that one. Cheers to the Invisible Man. You know what, Morgan? Cheers to you, because the Invisible Man literally is invisible. Now here's the good thing. You guys get more of my good side, this side. So my receding hairline, right? It exists, it's here and here. So because my hair goes this way, you get to see in the videos, I stand on this side on purpose. It's fucking planned. Everything's calculated here, right? Not by Sean, by me. You get to see this side of my face is more attractive than this side of my face because of the hair. So, needless to say, because he's not here, right? I'm gonna sit like this. You guys get to see the slightly prettier side of my face. Cheers, Morgan. I very much appreciate the super chat. It's fucking ridiculous. It's still crazy to see that shit in chat. It will forever be crazy to me that people give us money for fucking drinking whiskey. I want to hang out with fucking everybody, dude. Fuck. How the fuck? Everybody go to the same place in the country. I'll be there. Where the fuck are we going? Let's do that. Oh, I'm about to go off on all these whiskeys you guys just said. I said one. I'm going off on all of them, dude. Fighting cock, a drink for you, man. Or woman. Listen, I think like 8% of our viewership is women, and I don't want to be fucking biased, right? I get it. All right? No matter what you decide to be. Cheers to you. OG Brick says your sugar alcohol ratio is all off. Bro, when I was fat as fuck, right? Like, look at our first videos. I'm a big gal, you know what I'm saying? And I was fat. So, sugar levels real high. Alcohol levels probably pretty medium most of those videos. Now, sugar level super low, right? Alcohol level seemingly getting higher right now. I was fat as fuck, dude. My buddy, literally my real life buddy, guy I live with all the time. Like, him and I used to live together like 4 or 5 days a week. He got a girlfriend out of the state or in a different part of the state. Now we live together 1 or 2 days a week. He messages me the other day with one of my, literally, I think it was the second video we ever shot, or the first one, on YouTube. He goes, "Hey, you fat fuck." I went, "Holy fucking shit." Mind you, he's shorter than me, and he weighs 40 pounds more than me. I went, "Hey, skinny, shut the fuck up." Needless to say. What do we got, dude? New riff, bottled and bond. Really, really good neck pour. Didn't open up well. Evan Williams bottled and bond. Is that the white label? Because that shit's fucking incredible for $15. Elijah Craig 18-year. Fuck that shit. It's just oak. Dude, if you want to chew on a stave, there's probably a cheaper way to do it. Joseph Magnus. I'm convinced we have a tainted bottle. I'm convinced. Maybe we don't. Maybe we do. Pretty sure we do. Loved it when I opened it. Opened up like shit. DJ Beacon, High West El Rye. Best fucking $35 in whiskey. In rye. I'm sorry. I misquoted myself. 1792 bottled and bond. It was not good, and it opened up incredibly well. So, big fan. I don't know how much that stuff is. Probably $45. I won one in an auction for like 15. For 15, that's the best fucking whiskey I've ever had. For $40 or whatever, $50, somewhere in that range, it's good. I would buy it if I saw it, and I'd open it and not drink it and close it and then wait till it got better. Old Ezra 7 barrel strength. Fucking great, man. Great $45 bottle of whiskey. If you like barrel proof, I don't love barrel proof. If you like barrel proof, that shit, nutty, sweet, caramel, honey roasted peanuts type vibe coming out of that Old Ezra 7 barrel strength. Richie Z, Booker's 30th anniversary. Motherfucking shit, that's one of the best whiskeys I've ever had in my life. Dude, if I had the opportunity to buy one of those whiskey, if one bottle of that for anywhere near retail, I 100% would. Dan, you may need a nap before you pick up the waving kid. Linux Cat. So that was kind of the idea. Let me put it this way. Sean, the other half of this channel, the unfortunate half of this channel, he's so fucking hard to schedule shit with. He knows this. I fucking tell him this all the time. So, Sean was supposed to come over to shoot today, right? Dude, he's in here. He's fucking pissed too, and I fucking love it. He was supposed to come over today and shoot. Shit came up. In his personal life, not bad shit, just shit came up. And I literally I woke up and got around and fucking did shit early because I assumed we were shooting today. So I put up our fucking banner. It looks fucking awesome. It covers up some shit that I wanted to cover up. And then I put up all our new shelves, right? My idea was, before Sean comes over, maybe slip in a nap. Maybe slip in like a nice 1 to 3 nap, because Sean isn't quite an adult yet, right? So he takes He sleeps till fucking noon and shit like that. Unfortunately, didn't take a nap because I wanted to put this one last shelf in that literally nobody can see except us. That holds all the whiskey, Canadian, and Irish. So there are a bunch of bottles sitting on the floor over there that I wanted to put on a shelf. But we don't buy a lot of, Sean buys more Irish than I do, but we don't buy a lot of Scotch and Canadian. And so it was one of those shelves that's like, it probably doesn't need to be expanded a bunch. And I'm this close to having everything I need for it. So instead of taking a nap, I put that shelf up so everything's done. Like everything, I don't even need to worry about shelving anymore for a little while, right? I get a text from Sean as I'm putting it up. Hey man, can't come film today because I have things that came up, right? So that's basically what happened. So yeah, needless to say, where this led to was I'm gonna drink this because you're a dick. You know what I'm saying? Richie, you should have crackers there. You can eat and reset the palate at the same time. Dude, listen, there's pretzels somewhere, dude. Sean always leaves pretzels here. Why did I think I Whiskey She Wines was going to be on with you? Terry D, that's because the thumbnail is from the fucking thumbnail that I tried to set. YouTube's live streaming thing is kind of fucked up, unfortunately. YouTube's live streaming situation, if you use Google Hangouts, which you have to use if you want to collaborate, we did a live stream 2 Tuesdays ago with I Whiskey She Wines. That was the thumbnail I made for that live stream. And unfortunately, it fucking used it this time for no reason. And I tried to upload the other one and it said files like not the right type. And it's the file I use every fucking time we live stream. So I know it's the right type. Like I work in IT, I get the fucking file extension bullshit. Sean says, Sean, speaking of the fucking devil himself, dude, might as well polish off that 4 grain. Dude, bro, don't fucking tempt me, bro. I'll spill half that shit on his table, dude. Oh my fucking gosh, dude. Unfortunate half. Disagree with you on the AC-18. So here's the thing, Linux Cat. A lot of people do. A lot of people disagree with Sean and I on the Elijah Craig 18. That there are whiskeys that Sean and I decide, or Sean and I say, decide's such a fucking asshole term. There's a lot of whiskeys that Sean and I say aren't good, right? They just aren't. But there's a lot of whiskeys that Sean and I talk about, they aren't our profile. They aren't that palate, that finish, whatever it is, doesn't fit out the profile that we enjoy. Everybody enjoys a different profile of whiskey. The Elijah Craig 18 from 2018, Sean and I don't enjoy. I think that Elijah Craig is one of the biggest sellers in the whiskey community. It's not for me, man. It's not. The palate's not for me. The profile's not for me. It's just not. I get that, and I don't say it's shitty whiskey because of that. I say that it's just not for me, man. It's better off bought by somebody else who definitely will enjoy it. Holy shit, dude. Sean got fired, bro. ADHD fishing, get in the fucking building, dude. He's in the UP, so he's nowhere near us. Sean, this is what happens when you bail. Yeah, for sure, bro. LOL, my girlfriend invited her parents over. They accepted. I wasn't very happy about it. Hey, guess what, bro? This is why I just tell my wife my plans. Okay, I don't. Okay, all right. I killed the C20 I had for years. Very nice, but very oaky. So here's the thing. Fuck, if my wife watches that, she's gonna punch me in the nuts. Richie Z. The Elijah Craig 18. So there's an 18. Right now, I think they release an 18 and a 23. They don't release anything in between. Those two whiskeys, that with the 18 being where it's at right now, I literally... Sean just said, you also just read that in the car I'm in with them. Cool, done with this chat now. Sean's in trouble. Sean, I love you. So the 18 and the 23, there's a difference. I would imagine the 23 is like chewing on oak staves. That's my imagination. Could be wrong there. We really loved Rhetoric 22 was the one we really liked. We haven't had 20 or 21. 22 is super oaky, right? But it's way like this rich, beautiful, yummy, I don't know, man, like sweet oak. Where the Elijah Craig was like more of this just oak, like an overbearing flavor. We've gone back to the 18 probably 3 or 4 times now in thoughts that we would love it. Or at least like it. Neither of us really loved it either time. See if Sean texts me. Let's see what we got. Okay, hold on. I'm typing him. I love you. Tell your family and girlfriend I'm kidding. Because I'm pretty much am. Dude, I hope he's not in too much fucking trouble. He might be in trouble. Whose fault is that, bro? You get in the car with those motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Alright. Is Rhetoric 2 delicious enough at $149? If a store has 20... Oh, a store has 2 of them? Dude, we love Rhetoric 22. Now, I don't know if the reason is... Barterhouse 20 was the first triple-digit bottle I ever bought. Barterhouse 20, yeah. So, Barterhouse 20, fuck man, 150 feels like a different price range than 100. If you've never had Rhetoric 22, buy it. If $150 doesn't change your life, let's put it this way. This is the problem. $150 for you, $150 for fucking DJ Beacon, $150 for Mike M, $150 for me, $150 for Sean, all very different things. They just are. If Sean and I saw, now this is different, because if Sean and I saw a Rhetoric 22 for $150, Sean and I would split it 100% of the time. Rhetoric 22 for Sean and I is a very special bottle. We finished 2 of them. We still have 1 left. Neither of us like 24 or 20. We haven't had 25, but neither of us loved 23, 24. I would assume that trend would continue with 25. But Richie, how much is the barter house? Let's see if Sean texts me back, dude. I said, I love you, tell your family and girlfriend I'm kidding. No response, man. For sure don't open this shit in front of your girlfriend's family. For sure. Hey, you want to talk about a bad idea? We don't demonetize this channel or this live stream because it's safe for your girlfriend's family or yours. Realistically, I assume my mom hates drinking, right? I wouldn't assume my mom's watching this. They have 1, dude, fuck, man, Barterhouse $149? That's unfortunately overpriced. It's supposed to be like $115 or $110 or $120. $120, it's an easy pickup, dude. Now, hold on. You gotta go Red, now, are you saying you gotta go Ret 22 or Barterhouse? Are those your options? If those are your options, let me know. So, this is the thing. This is why Sean and I will forever be friends. I have no fucking clue what happened in that car. I assume he's basically divorced, right? They're basically married. Sean his girlfriend's parent, the reason he couldn't be here is his girlfriend's parents are at least 2 hours away, right? Probably. So, they probably drove up from how far away they are to see them. Sean couldn't come over because that's a long ass drive, right? So, they have to drive 2 hours back at some point. Sean's dad, I think, is coming up sometime this weekend, so his dad's a very long ways away too, is farther than that. So Sean just responded, glad it's going well, don't die before having to pick up Ricky and Holden. Listen to me right now. At some fucking point, I'm gonna have to start eating some bullshit. OG Brick had made a decision. I want both. Fuck, dude, you got $300 to drop? I buy both. You know what I'm saying? What else you can buy for $300? A shit ton of Old Forester 1920 for sure. That's a good buy. What else you got, man? What else can you pick up? Anybody buy the 2019 Woodford Batch Proof? No. So New Millennium. That's 130, maybe. That's actually the Masters Collection from 2018. The weird thing is, like, some states seem to hold it, and it's seemingly being like released now, which is super fucking weird, man. 1 second. What was I gonna fucking grab? I don't fucking remember. I don't remember. So, if I was gonna grab 22 or Barterhouse, I would grab 22 first. Barterhouse was the first bottle I ever bought that was over $100, I think. That was some crazy shit, dude. And I love Barterhouse. I think I bought 3 bottles of it throughout the time. Second time it's been in this particular TW. Thought it was a new release. So it actually just hit a bunch of stores pretty locally too, which is weird. Masters Collection releases now, not that they're not going to release a 2019 batch proof, they might, but the Masters Collection releases cycle, right? So I know that the Masters Collection batch proof came out, and then time went on, and then the Oat Rain and the Select American Oak or some bullshit came out, and then the next one is supposed to be a chocolate rye, I believe. So not that there won't be a 2019 batch proof. There might be, but it's not that one. So that one, is it worth 130? No, probably not. It's probably worth like $70, $80. But if you really like Woodford, and you buy Masters Collections from time to time, it's worth 130. Richie Z, at one point, a couple years ago, Eric Waite called the 22 the best bourbon you never had. Listen, wait, what the fuck? Oh, you talking the rhetoric? There's something about that rhetoric. Whoa, bro, I see a fucking turkey in chat. Ryan Elvez, dude, what the fuck is up, dude? You got turkey emoji, bro? I didn't even know the fucking thing, dude. Hold on. Alright, what we got here? Bro, I'm sorry for all the fucking crinkling. Normally Sean's the pretzel guy. Today, I'm gonna be the pretzel guy. Alright. Gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, motherfucker. We gotta do some more collaborations. We collaborated with Bourbon Sane. We collaborated with I Whiskey Sheep Wines. We need to do a collaboration with Mash and Drum. Jason's the fucking man. I got a story. So, in LA. Oh shit, dude. This is the story I was trying to catch up on chat for. I've been caught up for a fucking hour, dude. It's 8 o'clock. I got 2 hours. Okay. So, here's the thing. What do we got here? We're good there? Okay. So, in LA, I'm staying in Anaheim, right? I don't think there's a lot in Anaheim. I could be wrong. Maybe there's some cool shit in Anaheim. But I'm bored. And I'm like, fuck, dude. Excuse me? I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Anyways. So in Anaheim, I'm at a conference, an IT conference. I work in IT, right? I'm at an IT conference and I'm like, shit, what am I gonna do? I'm there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I leave Friday. And I'm like, what am I gonna do, man? I don't know anybody down here. I don't wanna be bored the whole time. Like, I have some time set aside to study and some times to do some things. I have classes all day or conferences all day. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, dude, I love comedy. I love Joe Rogan. I love Tom Segura and Chris D'Elia and Bobby Lee. Like, I love all these people, right? Brendan Schaub. I listen to Fire and the Kid a lot, podcast. I'm like, holy shit, dude. The Comedy Store and the Improv and what was the other one? There's another one in LA. Like, there's a bunch of comedy in LA. So I'm thinking, like, you know what? I'll go see some shit in LA. That'll be cool. So I go to LA, I drive to LA because on Tuesday, this is a fucking nightmare, dude. I'll do a little TLDR on this because it's a fucking nightmare and I don't want to bitch too much. But on Tuesday, I go down, Brendan Schaub, one of my favorite people to listen to in the world. He does the Below the Belt and the Fire and the Kid. I don't know if anybody listens to either of those, but needless to say, I go to LA Tuesday night, shit turns into a disaster. I go to see a show at the Improv. The people who were supposed to be at the Improv weren't there. They post their list for the night. Excuse me. They post their list for the night. None of those people are on that list. So fuck. Those people are supposed to be at the Comedy Store now for some reason. They moved from the Improv to the Comedy Store. I don't know how any of this works because I don't live there. I go to the Comedy Store. They aren't there. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I sat through probably 4 hours of comedy. Three of those people, Nick Kroll, and then two other comedians, really good, man. Like, a few of those comedians were great, made up for, like, I guess, like, the letdown that some of the comedians I went and bought tickets for weren't there. Now, Thursday night, I go over there, I see Rogan, I see Chris D'Elia, I see Brendan Schaub, I see the guy from Cash Cab, like, I see a bunch of comedians. Here's the thing. I went to a whiskey bar called Seven Grand, I think it's called, in LA. And I sit down at the bar. This is the whiskey part of the story. This is the important part. I sit down at the bar and I go, do you guys have a menu? And they hand me this book, leather bound, right? Rich mahogany type shit. So they hand me this book and it says the Whiskey Bible on it. And I'm like, motherfucker, that's so cool. To get in this bar, you walk into this place that doesn't look like it would be a whiskey bar. Kind of looks like a downtown LA building, like a big building. And then you walk up a bunch of carpeted stairs, and right before you walk in, the whole side of the staircase is Kentucky Spirit picks and Russell Reserve picks. It's fucking awesome. I go in, I sit down, and the guy goes, what can I get for you? I'm like, I'm not sure, I'm looking at the menu. He hands me that Whiskey Bible thing. I start looking, I'm like, oh shit, $17.92 sweet weed is like $9 a pour. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm in, dude. I'm about to ride a fucking scooter from 7 Grand to the Comedy Store. It's like, dude, if you haven't been in a big city that has those bird scooters, you're missing out, dude. Those things are fucking awesome. So anyways, those things are a blast. So I did rent a fucking scooter, and I rode my fucking 240-pound ass on that scooter down the fucking street. It was great. So anyways, he comes back, he's like, we're out of sweet wheat. And I'm like, okay, do you guys have the dad's hat? I've never had any dad's hats, rise. I'm like, do you guys have the dad's hats port? And he comes back, and he's like, nope, we're out of the dad's hats port. I'm like, shit, all right. I'm like, give me a second, I need to pick. So he comes back again, and I can't remember what I ordered, but I ordered something else. I wish I could remember what it was right now, but I can't. And he comes back, and he's like, nope, we're out of that. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. What dad hats do you have? What dad's hats do you have? Fuck, that's hard to say. He comes back as just a normal one. I'm like, let's do that, dude. Like, why the fuck keep your whiskey menu up to date, kinda? At least kinda. Like, how did I pick fucking 3 whiskeys that you don't have anymore? Oh, the Willet 80th anniversary. That's what I picked. Never had a Willet WFE at this point, right? So, he comes back, he's like, fuck, don't have that. Comes back to the dad's hats, normal rye. I've heard good things. I drink it, super cigar-y, tobacco-y, not my palate, not my profile necessarily, which is acceptable. I don't care, that's fine. Still an okay pour. It was good if that was your thing. If you love like that cigar-y, tobacco-y, if that's your kind of rye, that dad's hats was for you. That dad's hats was good shit if that was your thing. It was so So the Cigari Tobacco rye that I put next to like a twice barreled rye from Knob Creek. That's that dad's hat, motherfucker. I'm about done saying that. That's what that had. But it was so much less spiky and it was so much more rounded and well balanced. That part of it was impressive. So here's the thing. I'm like, fuck it, man. I'm done looking at this whiskey Bible. Coolest book ever, by the way. But I'm done looking at this whiskey Bible because all I want to, you know what? I just want to order something I know is over there, right? So I walk around and I walk to the bourbon section and I just start looking up bourbon and rye. And I started looking up and I'm like, holy fucking shit. They have a Four Roses 1/30th special edition, limited edition, whatever the fuck they call it. And I'm like, fuck, that wasn't on the menu. And the bottle's probably half gone. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm sorry, I sit back down and the bartender comes over and goes, you want anything else? And I go, actually, how much is a pour? Because I'm not about to pay fucking 40 or 50 bucks for it, right? How much is a pour of the Four Roses 130s? Because we didn't get it. And I heard Mash and Drum was one of the guys who said that the 130th, the Four Roses Small Batch Select, was kind of like a baby 130th. And there were parts of the baby 130th, or the Small Batch Select, the baby 130th, that I enjoyed. So I'm like, how much is that? And he comes back and he goes, it's like, I think he said 23, 25, somewhere in there. I'm like, can I have a pour of that? Dude, he comes back. And I go, can I take a picture of the bottle? And he goes, yeah. So he lets me take a picture of the bottle, pours me a heavy ass pour of that shit. Hold on, let me find. I want to show you guys it because if you haven't fucking seen it, it's on the old Insta. But I want you guys to see it. Hold on, just a second. Let me put it on manual focus. There it is. Okay. So, he pours me the Four Roses 130th. Now listen, I'm not even a huge Four Roses fan. That's the craziest part about it. The craziest part about it is Four Roses Yellow Label, give or take, man. If you don't like whiskey and you're trying to get into it, I think that's one of the best bottles you can probably get into. Super easy to drink, super mellow. The small batch, I love. It's good citrusy, rounded bourbon. The single barrel, I don't love. And then I've had like super hit or miss store picks, seemingly. I've had one of the store picks I've had was one of my favorite whiskeys I've had in a long time. One of the Four Roses barrel picks, so single barrels I've had was like definitely not one of my favorites. Dude, that is one of the best, I would say 3 or 4 whiskeys I've ever had in my life. That was the most chocolatey, strawberry, fucking just delicious shit. For fuck's sake. How the fuck did we not get a 130? We got so many bottles of whiskey. We got a CYPB, right? I would trade that immediately for a fucking 130th. Holy shit, that thing was crazy. He poured that, and then he came over. I don't know if he assumed at that point I knew what the fuck it was. We started talking about Japanese whiskey and the Nikas and the Nika coffee grain, coffee malt, and then the straight from the barrel and how some of them are going away. That 130th was nuts, man. That 130th was so damn good. Like, it hurt my fucking feelings that it was so good. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking ridiculous. Whew. Damn, that made me feel fat. That made up for the shitty Tuesday comedy club night. Bourbon Junkies, he might be busy, but you should invite someone on for a bit. Maybe Chris or Jason. See, it is a Saturday night. So that's the thing, man. Because it's Saturday, I just assume everybody has something going on. This was a super last minute thing. I finished the shelves and then Sean couldn't shoot. So because Sean couldn't shoot and I was done doing what I was doing, I was like, fuck it, man. I might as well go live. That's kind of how that happened, Richie. I enjoy Whistle Pig, but haven't been wowed by them. Yep, my local has a 10-year store pick from a 13-year MGP barrel for $90. Do I need to jump on it? That's from Brett Colombo. So here's the thing, Brett. I have heard from people, now I don't know about your store pick, right? I've never had it. Ask if they'll let you sample it, because a lot of stores let you sample whiskey if it's a store pick before you buy it. But I've heard that some of their white label store picks or their 10-year store picks, I've heard some of those are some of the best bottles of rye you can get for the money. So if it's 90 and they'll let you try it, definitely try it, man. For sure, try it. New Menium says Wild Turkey Next Master keeps Cornerstone Rye. I cannot fucking wait, man. I'm such a fan of Revival. I haven't had decades, or I've had decades. It was years ago. I don't remember it. 17's pretty good. That Cornerstone Rye, I feel like it's going to be something special. That Cornerstone Rye is supposed to be an older rye. That's the idea. It's supposed to be aged. That means it was probably put in the barrels at 107, I think is what they do. Because it was probably at some point going to be a Wild Turkey 101 rye. I have a feeling they found some honey barrels, and now they're making this Cornerstone Rye. Now, it's going to be like, I've already asked to set aside a bottle at my current store of love, you know. The thing about that bottle is it's $175 retail. That's supposed to be the retail on it. That is a hefty fucking price, especially when your Master's Keep has been sitting on shelves otherwise. So, like, I've not had decades in years, and I'd love the decades, right? But I know where I can go buy decades for 150, 160 bucks. Like, in state minimum in Michigan's 150, I think. So it's like, I know where I can go get it, and I still haven't bought it. It's like it's one of those weird things. I won my Wild Turkey 17 in an auction. It's really good. It's like the 17 is more interesting because it's basically a barrel proof whiskey at like 86 proof or whatever the fuck it is. There's something special about it. It's really good. It is for 43% or whatever it is. I don't know that you're gonna beat it. Mind you, it's a $150 bottle. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is that bottle? Okay, it is 43%. Yeah. So it's one of those things, man. I don't know. For $175, Sean and I will invest in one Cornerstone Rye. That's an expensive ass bottle of whiskey, bourbon. So, but I'm still excited for it. Cornerstone is a combo of 9 to 11-year-old rye. That's the thing, man. So we like Wild Turkey 101 rye. Now, if that's 9 or 11 years, I would assume that back then they bottled it at the same proof as 101, which will be 107. Or I'm sorry, they barreled it at 107. So it aged. It probably went up a bit, right? So hopefully I'm really hoping they bottle it at cask strength. That would be, dude, if Wild Turkey bottles a rye at cask strength, motherfucker, you guys better hold on to your pants, dude. Sean always says it's the year of the rye. I think he's right. DJ Bacon, Bourbon Junkies, I hear you on the whiskey bars. Over half the ones on the menu I asked for they don't have. Now here's the thing. It's because you're a whiskey drinker. I understand it. You can't update their menu every night. It's a waste of fucking paper. You're a whiskey drinker. I'm a whiskey drinker. We're coming in just like every other whiskey drinker, and I'm saying you got Willet 80th anniversary or whatever the fuck that shit was for fucking $15. Hey, bro, bring it over, right? So now my issue with it is if you run out of a handful of whiskeys, you run out of fucking 5 or 10 whiskeys, update your menu, man. You ran out. Now, if they would have had that Four Roses 130th on the menu, it probably would be gone. So I guess in a way I'm like salty, but I'm thankful. A ton of whiskey lists are old. Bar restaurants don't have them in LA. It's annoying. Yeah. I had a good experience there. I got to try Dad's bourbon. Dad's Hats. I'm sorry, Dad Hats rye. And I got to try that Old Forester. What the fuck, dude? Old Forester. I got to try Four Roses, motherfucker, dude. Sorry, man. Let's see. Just trying to look through some comments, dude. Is WB Saffel as good as Decades? Press man, I wish I could help you out, man. I haven't had Decades in probably or 6 years. Maybe 4 or 5, probably 4 or 5 is probably a closer estimation. I had decades when Sean and I weren't that into whiskey. We were like kind of into whiskey. Sean and I thought whiskey was cool. That's where we were at. We had probably like 50, maybe 25, 50 bottles between the two of us at that point, somewhere in that range. Paid $22 for a pour of decades at a bar? That's outrageous. I didn't even think about that. I remember this $22. It was at a local bar here. I just went to them recently. They don't have shit at that bar for whiskey anymore. Saffel's good. Saffel's super good. Rare Bird 101, if you know who that is. If you listen to podcasts, you know who that is. Rare Bird 101 said that Saffel was the Russell's 2002, like the baby of Russell's 2002. It was basically the almost Russell's 2002. So if that's the case, I don't know, man. I didn't have Russell's 2002. Saffel's really good. I really like Saffel a lot. I wish I could remember decades for you. I really do. I don't want to give you a false take on that. It is expensive, dude. $50 for $3.75 is not cheap. It's a $100 bottle of whiskey. Dan's the message keeps 17 marginally or much better than the classic 101. Marginally better than the 101. But it's a lot different. If you're looking for like the less nutty, way sweeter, I say that 17 is like a cherry cobbler, man. Wild Turkey 17, or I'm sorry, Master's Keep 17 is like, it's just like cherry cobbler, dude. It's like cherries and graham crackers and like delicate fruit flavors, where 101 isn't like that. So 101's way nuttier. Now, how many 101s can you get for 17? If you can get 17 for $100, I would 100% buy it. You can get 17 for, we have to spend like $30 to get 101 here, so I can get 5 101s for 117. I'd buy 3 1920s. Some people get Wild Turkey 101 for $20. So that's a hard, if you're a huge Wild Turkey fan, get a 17 to enjoy it. Enjoy the expression. Look up the story behind it. It was aged in different places. They actually barreled it. It actually lost, I think, 17 proof over the years it was barreled. It almost lost a proof a year. Which it's an interesting story, and it really is. It's because the humidity outside the barrels actually leaked in, so the proof went down over 17 years rather than up. So it's an interesting one. I don't think it's lacking. I think it's really good. I hate when brands like Skid McMarks. I hate when brands like Elijah Craig and Wild Turkey have a great cheap cast strength, but won't give you cast strength when you spend $100+. Elijah Craig cast strength's like 60, maybe 70. Wild Turkey, Rare Breed's fucking 45. Well, okay. So 17 technically is barrels proof, kind of. They didn't water it down, but they did filter it. Filtration takes some of the proof out. Not much, like 3 or some shit like that. I don't know, man. 17 is really good. Now, the Rare Breed, Sean is, if Sean was here, he'd tell you. Sean's obsessed with Rare Breed. Sean loves those LLGs. I'm kind of hit or miss, man. I don't love Rare Breeds. I like 17 more than I like any Rare Breed I've had. That's just the way it is. So, it's kind of palate to palate. New Menium, a friend picked up a WB Saffel in Alabama. Anyone try it? WB Saffel is so fucking good, man. I like Saffel way more than 101. I like Saffel more than probably every... I'd have to blind them, and my Russell's pick is gone. I'd put Saffel next to any Russell's pick I've ever had except this one. I'd like to put them next to each other, but my Russell's pick is gone, so I can't. Saffel's good, though. Joseph Brazers. Gotta go eat, guys. Good night, all. Hey, thank you for real, man. Appreciate it. Have a good night. I just picked up Decades and Revival, both good, but for around 150 each, I'll stick with Rare Breed in the future. Still glad I picked them up. Dustin Martin. So Dustin, here's the thing. Let the Revival open up a little bit. If you haven't let it open up, that Revival changes a shit ton, man. With it being finished, it changes a lot. And that Revival kicks some ass when it opens up, dude. Now, I can't speak to the Rare Breeds. Mind you, the Revival's $150 or whatever. I don't know what you paid for it, but $150 is still a high-ass price on a bottle. So I understand sticking to the Rare Breed. You get, what, 3 or 4 Rare Breeds for the same price as a Revival? Having one, though. Having one's really good. If you enjoy finished whiskey, Revival, I think Revival's gonna be one, man. Revival, I think, is one of the fucking heaviest hitters in finished whiskey right now. I know it's a runtime release. I know it's, Master's Keep, so it's a special thing, but Revival's fucking good, dude. But, what I got left in here? Fighting Cock. Oh, shit. Well, okay. There's the old spill on the pretzels. All right, listen. We got 1 coin left, if anybody's interested. I think we still have 1 left. Pretty sure we got 1 left. This ships out Monday if you want the 1 coin. Let's see what the fuck we got going on here, man. All right, cool. Yeah, we got 1 coin left. This is the last one. If you want it, let me know. Last one till, at some point we'll do, probably within the next 2 months, we'll probably do a different design, something like that. They will be ceramic, probably. So if you want a metal one, it's the last metal one on the planet, dude. Richie Z, what's the PayPal address? Send the 10-2 shook1db. D is in Daniel, B is in fucking bats at gmail.com, man. we have 1 Glencairn that the coin fits in. We have this 1 Glen that has like a bigger mouth on it than the rest of them. We have 1, and it was apparently this one. I hope you can see it. The coin is inside this glass of whiskey. Yeah. There it is, man. If you want it, it is fucking yours, dude, and it's got whiskey on it. All right, man. We're probably about to finish up this live stream. Anybody have any questions before I take off? I'm gonna go inside and eat some real food for a minute, and then chill until I gotta drive in like 2 hours to go pick up the fam. Contraband, right? Here's the thing, dude. This coin, like DJ Beacon just said, it's been baptized in the Fighting Cock. I don't recommend the Fighting Cock. Okay. I don't recommend Fighting Cock if you can get like ancient. I recommend Fighting Cock if you can't get Evan Williams White Label. If you can't get that, I recommend Fighting Cock. If you can get that, I recommend that. All right, everybody. So, that being said, thanks for joining. This is completely impromptu. This turned into something way crazier than I thought it could. Anybody that donated, anybody that did the super chat, it's the fucking coolest thing in the world. Like, for real. Made my whole night. Like, for real. Made my fucking week, dude. Fuck the night, dude. I made my whole week. So, we appreciate you guys. Sean would say the same if he was here. I know how he feels about this stuff. I just appreciate you guys, man. Thank you for the 1K. Thank you for the Patreon goal that we had for $100 a month. Thank you for the super chats. Like, it's the coolest fucking shit in the world, man. I know it gets cheesy. I know people don't want to fucking hear it. Some people probably do. It means the world to us. We're just people. We're fucking normal dudes, right? So it's the coolest thing in the world to think that you guys would support us. That's all I got to say. Thank you for coming here tonight. Cheers to everybody watching. Cheers to everybody who super chatted, and cheers to all our patrons. Cheers to everybody who subscribes, likes, comments on the videos. It helps so much. Yeah. Thank you guys. It's been a week, man. I haven't talked to fucking human beings in a fucking week, dude. What's it been, 7? I've probably been talking for 7 hours, dude. Probably been talking 7 fucking hours, and you guys have been chilling, man. I don't fucking know, dude. It's been so long since I talked to other human beings, I don't even remember what the fuck it's like. Fuck, dude. For real. Thank you, guys. I love you all. I don't want to speak for Sean, but I will. He loves you all. Cheers to everybody. Before I leave, fucking cheers. There we go, dude. Somebody asked for bottle balancing and shit, bruh. I live in that fucking universe, you know what I'm saying? All right, man. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for real. We love you. Goodbye. Good night. Have a good one. DM me on Insta if you have any questions you want to chat. Fucking hit me up. We'll be back Tuesday night for a live stream. Monday, what's today? Saturday? Monday, we will have a small batch select video for 4 Roses. Thursday, I'm not sure what's out yet. It depends on if Sean gets his shit together or not. See you guys later. Love you guys.